This is not just any other haul video. Today I want to share my excitement with you all. I don't think I've ever spent this much money on art supplies in one go. But finally, today I decided to buy the watercolor supplies that I've been wanting to try for a very long time. I think it's a dream for all artists. Honestly, opening this package felt like my birthday. So let's start with the star of the show. This is my very first Archie's cold press watercolor pad, and honestly, this is one of the items I was most excited to buy. And I can't believe that I have Archie's paper with me today, because this is paper every artist raves about. It is a cold pressed one, 300 GSM, and the size is 9 by 12. Archie's is considered one of the gold standards in watercolor paper. It's made from 100% cotton, which means it can absorb a lot of water while staying strong and flat. It allows beautiful color transitions. I am very, very excited because I love to paint on cold press. But I also want to try out their hot press. So I also picked up the hot press version, and this one is completely different. This is also 300 GSM, and the size for this one is 10 by 14 inches, which is bigger than the cold press one. It also has 12 sheets, and it is a pure cotton, 100% cotton paper. The cold press one costed me $38, and the hot press one costed me $43 because of the size. The main difference between both of them is the texture. The cold press has a visible texture, whereas the hot press is a very smooth kind of paper, which I use very less, but I wanted to try it out. So that's that. And I still cannot get over it that I have Archie's watercolor paper with me. It's kind of a milestone for myself having this paper, and I'm grateful that I can try this paper in my watercolor journey now. Next up is the Yasutomo Authentic Japanese Gansai Traditional Watercolor Set. This is a set of 12 colors, and it says that it is a traditional 12 color set, and the traditional Gansai watercolors are semi-opaque and made with vibrant high-grade finely ground pigments, and this one is made in Japan. And I've seen a lot of artists trying out these kinds of Japanese paints, but those ones are from Kuretake, but this is from Yasutomo, which is a different brand. On the back side, they've mentioned the color names inside the box, and also they mentioned that these colors were intended for washi paper, but works on all watercolor papers and can be mixed with inks as well as watercolor or water-based inks. So that's a good piece of information, the ways in which we can use them. But I'm surprised that they were initially made for washi tapes. So this costed me around $35 for this set of 12 colors, but they are full and big pans of colors, and I don't understand what is written in this Japanese language. I assume it's the brand name, and the box feels very luxurious. It's kind of a bamboo kind of a feel on the box, and when you open it up, you see the big pans. On the lid, they have mentioned the color names, and I think we can swatch on these ones to see the color. And other than that, these are the beautiful pans. They are quite big, and yeah, the colors are very glossy and shiny. Top, some of them has cracks, but few of them don't. I don't know the reason for that, but I'm gonna just show you how big the pan is. So this one is quite big. I'm going to compare it with the one which we normally use, and on the back side we can see maybe this is the shade number and the name engraved on the pan itself, which is really great. I haven't seen engraving done on the pans like this, so it shows the quality with which they make their sets. Now let me quickly show you in comparison to the normal half pans that we use, how big these are. So here you can see side by side comparison of the normal half pan watercolors in comparison to this one. It is quite big, so you're getting a lot of product. And also I feel that this kind of product is really good and accessible when you're using big brushes, because it makes easier for our brush to swipe on it and pick the color, because in the small pans we do need to just focus where we are putting it. So here it is a big space, so you can easily pick the color up, if that makes sense. So yeah, one more thing I would like to point out is that these colors, these pans, you can easily take out, and if you want to travel with just few shades, you can just grab them out and take them with you, because they are very easily detachable or pickable, however you want to say that, which is great. Very excited. I'm going to make dedicated videos for full review for these products in the coming videos, so please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out those videos. Next up we have the La Petite Aquarelle palette by Sennelier. This is a French name, La Petite palette, which means the small watercolor palette. And it has 12 half pans. This is a watercolor travel set, and it also has a small brush. This one is made in France, so we expect high quality from this. And this costed me $60 for the set. On the box, it's great that they have shown all the colors which are inside. There's a white, there's a blue, primary yellow, deep green, orange, then yellow green, this red, yellow ochre. Then so I am so happy that they have included Payne's gray here. We are going to look everything in detail in the final review video. And it mentions that it has 12 half pans and few other details on the back side in different languages, of course. And now let's unbox this beauty. So it comes with a little tiny booklet. I think this one has the product details in it. There are different ranges of colors, maybe soft pastels, oil pastels, all of those. And this is a very old company, and Sennelier is French brand which is well known in the watercolor world. And this set basically attracted me because it is a travel friendly set. Although it has made up with plastic, but it feels very sturdy. Being made with the plastic, it's still quite sturdy, and there's this elastic band on the back side where you can slip in your hand and just make the palette secure while traveling. It's a great idea to attach that band on the back side, and there's a engraving in the front which is very nice. And then when you open the palette, you have these beautiful 12 watercolor shades, watercolor pans. And one thing I just did not like that these pans were very loose, that they were just coming out like this. And I'm not sure why this happens, but other than that, you see there are 12 pans here, very glossy. And I've heard that these are very smooth and easy to activate. It comes with this very tiny brush, which I'm not sure if it is functional or practical to use, because it's very small handle. So I don't think it's very practical to use that way. But I'm glad that on the other side there are some mixing wells. 5 of them are small and 3 of them are quite big, which is great. And the color quality and the color selection is also great, that we can mix many more colors using these shades, 12 shades. So I'm happy with that. We will be testing them out soon in the future videos. So next up, last but not the least, is this Winsor and Newton Cotman watercolor studio set of 46 pieces. I have used some Winsor and Newton products before, but I have never owned a complete studio set. So I'm really excited for this one as well. Actually, I'm excited for all the things in this haul because all the things are those which I've dreamt for so long getting them. So I'm really grateful for that. So when you see the back side, it says that this set has a complete range of Cotman watercolor series made with quality fine art pigments, so which means that this range has all the colors that they are come out with the Cotman series. So Cotman is Winsor Newton's student grade watercolor line. It's designed to be more affordable than their professional range while still offering good pigmentation and reliability. So on the back side, I'm glad they have included this small color chart of what colors are inside, and I see 5 shades which has duplicates like this yellow, then ultramarine, then we have Chinese white which is twice. So these 5 colors are we have 2 pans of these colors. Payne's gray also, it has 2 pans. So not sure, either these colors are used a lot. There's one red as well. So yeah, that could be one reason that these colors are mixed with each other, so they are used more likely more than the other colors. So let's quickly unbox this. In the first glance, the case is slim and compact, but it contains surprisingly large range of colors. And the top part is curved, so it looks very unique. The top side is curved and it has engraved Winsor and Newton. Yeah, so this curved part really amazes me. It's a nice thing to add to make the palette look classy. So now we open the palette, and to be honest, it took a hard time to open this one. And when we open, we see there is one side where you have 4 large compartments, and there's one palette attached to it which you open and you get additional mixing space. And then in the center you have all these beautiful colors. They are very nicely individually packed. This palette costed me about $100, but the color selection and the variety of colors that we get is amazing. So we have 2 Chinese white, and I absolutely love the way they have packaged each and every color. So the duplicates that you have here, you can keep them on one side just packed as it is, so you're not spoiling the color. That is great. And you see 2 ultramarines, 2 yellows, 2 reds, 2 Payne's gray, and 2 whites. There you have a brush as well, number 3 round brush, and it's from Cotman, and it's a nice decent brush. To me, for now, it seems really nice, a detailer brush. So every color is labeled very nicely with the color name, color shade, and everything. And this additional palette is removable, so if you do not want this big palette, you can remove it, and if you want it, you can attach it anytime. So because it has a large range of colors, so might not you need to mix more colors. You might mix just few, so you might not need that additional palette, but I'm happy that they've included that. To be honest, I've always wanted a larger watercolor palette, and having this feels very special. I can't wait to swatch every color and see how they perform. Actually, I'm going to make dedicated videos to each one of the products in this video, so that we give it a fair test. And we're going to swatch every color, test their pigmentation, blending, lifting, and if it is worth the price or not. So when I started my art journey, I never imagined I would own these supplies ever. Every item in this haul feels like a little reward for continuing to create art. So if you enjoyed today's video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such videos and to see the final reviews of these. And I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.